Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for joining me over on the second channel. And I'm sure most of you are wondering, why did I create the second channel? Basically, I want to make more content for you guys. I want to make all the videos that you guys have been asking me for, things like a guitar compilation video, video diving into the business side of things, more in-depth on products that I use, dilution ratios, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to see videos like that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see down in the comments. Anyways, as you know, this video is my long-awaited first Q&A video. So yeah, let's jump right into the questions. All right, so all of these questions came in from Instagram, and if you guys didn't know about this Q&A video, you should be following me over on Instagram. I put a post up there a couple of days ago asking for questions. So as of recording this, there were almost 1,000 comments on that post. So I've gone through and kind of picked a whole pile of questions here. Unfortunately, I wish I could answer them all, but this video would be way too long, so I'll answer as many as I can though. All right, so first question here, what age did you start detailing? So I started detailing and got into it basically back when I got my first car at 16. I've kind of always been, since that time, very particular about my vehicles and had to keep them looking as good as they possibly could. I am a perfectionist by nature as well, so it just kind of made sense to learn how to, properly detail my vehicle, keep it looking its best. Just kind of went hand in hand. It's a bit of a follow-up question to that first one. May I ask what started you off detailing vehicles? Did you teach yourself to detail, or did someone else teach you? So back when I was growing up, I distinctly remember my dad also being very particular about his vehicles. He was always washing them, keeping them clean, caring for them properly. So I guess that kind of rubbed off on me. So no one taught me. I am self-taught. Everything I know about detailing I've learned on my own. So when I got my first car, kind of joined online forums at that time. Just tried to learn as much as I possibly could. Because I'm a perfectionist, I had to make sure that I was doing things the right way, using the right tools, using the right products. So because of that, I've done countless hours of research, read forums, just everything. I've always tried to learn and basically hone my skills. So yeah, I guess to answer the question, I am entirely self-taught. Next one here, when and why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? So for those of you who don't know, I run a detailing business here, and I started that up almost 3 years ago now. And honestly, at the time, I started the YouTube channel at the same time, but it was more so because I have a passion. I have a passion for detailing. I have a passion for videography as well. I already had all the camera equipment. I had everything I needed to start the detailing business and to make videos. So it kind of just went hand in hand. I was putting two passions together. So yeah, fortunately, people have enjoyed my videos, and that's really cool to see. Okay, so this next one is a question that I get asked literally all the time. So many of you want to know this. Basically, what is your cheapest price detail that you offer? What is your most expensive detail that you've done? What's your average price? So essentially, what are my prices? So many of you probably have already found I have a website. All my prices are listed on there. Basically, my full details range from $200 for a car up to $250 for a truck. And I have add-on services like leather cleaning, conditioning, carpet and seat shampooing, engine bay detailing. I also have polishing packages, and then I also offer ceramic coatings as well. Basically all the prices are listed on my website though. So yeah, though I will say that most customers, as you probably have noticed in the videos, are opting for the full detail. Some add carpets, some don't. Not many are adding engine bay detailing, but that's kind of one of those things that's out of sight, out of mind for people, so I get it. Anyways, next question. Do you ever get bored doing a detail, and how do you stay focused when you're detailing? So I wouldn't say that I get bored doing a detail, because I always have work to do. However, staying focused can be a bit challenging, and being motivated to keep working, especially when I'm working, 8, 10, 12 hours. So basically, I guess what I do to kind of keep myself motivated is I have a list, kind of listing out all the steps that I need to do and all the processes I need to go through. And as I work through one, I cross it off, and it kind of gives me just that little bit of intrinsic motivation to keep going, so I can keep crossing stuff off the list. So anyways, I didn't want you guys to get bored watching the entire just question and answer video, so this is why this is here. So next question. When you say it took 12 hours to detail a vehicle, is that still covered by your standard vehicle rate, or does the additional hourly cost kick in at a certain time limit? So this person has probably seen my website, and I do have on there that I charge extra for excessively dirty vehicles, $50 an hour of additional work that I have to do. Now I've only had that kick in, a handful of times, and it's always something that is discussed with the customer when they drop the vehicle off. I inspect the vehicle, give it a good look over. If I think that that's a possibility, I will let them know. But typically no, that doesn't happen a lot, but it has, certainly. If you were to do any other thing for work, what would it be? Honestly, dream job is I wish that I could sing. I cannot sing for the life of me. You guys probably know I have a very monotone voice. But yeah, can't sing, and I wish I could, because music is a huge part of who I am. I'm always listening to music. Love playing guitar, so fortunately for me, I am musically inclined, but I just can't sing. So, do you only detail at your home garage? Yes, I only detail out of my garage, and honestly, it's just I'm set up here. If you've seen my garage tour video, you know I'm set up to wash all year round. It just makes sense. It's far easier than going mobile. I don't need to have a trailer. I don't need to haul equipment. It's a lot more work to be mobile, and I don't have any problem finding customers, to bring their vehicles here. I don't have any issues with them dropping off or getting them picked up and stuff. So yeah, it works for me, and I enjoy it. Do you use the same detail brush for the exterior as you use for the interior? No, definitely not. I actually have multiple different detail brushes that I use. One only for exterior, when I go around the emblems, gas door, all that kind of stuff when the vehicle's all foamed up. Then I have other ones that I use on the interior, just more so from a cross-contamination standpoint, even though I do clean them regularly throughout the detail. But in my mind, it just makes sense to keep them separate. So next one, so are your detailing videos 1 or 2 detailing packages? So no, like I maybe mentioned before, most customers are opting for a full detail, but I also do offer just exterior services, just interior services, though not many people opt for that. Those are usually the ones that I'm not filming. How long have you been playing the guitar? So I've been playing the guitar since I was 12, so lots of years now. And yeah, like I said before, I'm musically inclined. Music is a big part of who I am. And yeah, I've put a lot of practice in over the years because I enjoy playing so much. So luckily I've gotten decent at it anyways, and yeah, I pick it up as much as I can. Next question. So what is the hardest detail you've done so far, and what made it so hard? To be honest, I didn't really have a good answer for this until yesterday. I finished up with a vehicle that will be, I think it'll be the video on January 3rd on the main channel. It wasn't that it was really, really dirty, but the smell. It was the most foulest smelling vehicle that I have ever had. Yeah, the second I opened the door, the smell just hit you like a brick wall. I had it in the garage. I wanted it out. I wanted it done. I wanted it gone. It stunk up my entire garage. My clothes reeked. It was disgusting. So yeah, that was the hardest one because I knew I had a lot of work to do, but I didn't want to do it. So I just wanted the vehicle done and gone. Why don't you post the customer's reaction after your work is done? So I know I have been asked this a lot, and luckily I've been able to film a few customer reactions and I've put them in the videos. Not many people actually want to be on camera. It's not something that I can't film somebody without their consent. That's just unprofessional. I do it as much as I can. I do ask people. Sometimes, a lot of the time, they just aren't comfortable with it, and so I can't do it, but I do it as much as I can. I know you guys love to see it. So yeah. What do you look like without your hat? That is what I look like without my hat. Are most of your customers Canadian? So yes, like I said, I run a business here. I would say all of my customers are local. The farthest one away I've had is maybe 3.5 hours away. But yeah, they're all Canadian, they're all fairly local here. So here's another one that I get asked quite a bit. How do you wash your microfiber towels? So yeah, I wash them after every single detail that I do. I separate my, my good paint towels from my kind of general purpose interior ones, all the yellow and green, blue, orange ones, and wash and dry on low heat. Just in the washing machine as you would anything else. Low heat though, and using a detergent that is free of any dyes or perfumes. And the brand of detergent that I use is actually just from Costco. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's Kirkland, like Free and Clear or something like that. But it does a really, really good job, you know, getting them clean and then dry on low heat as well. If you use too much heat on your microfiber towels, the fibers actually get kind of matted together, and then obviously they don't work near as well as they should. So the next question, how do you reach more customers? What is your marketing like, and what kind of deals do you offer? So I'm not going to get into this right now, but this is actually one of the reasons that, you know, I started this channel, is to do more videos, you know, kind of answering all those questions. I get asked this question quite a bit. A lot of you out there are running, you know, detailing businesses or side businesses, and you're kind of wondering on how to price, or, you know, how to market yourself, and that sort of thing. And I definitely have some good insight to offer. I went through the exact same struggles, and I'm quite established now, but I do want to do a video on that, so stay tuned. All right, so next one here is, what was your first job? So my first job, I was 16. I got a job as a delivery driver at Domino's Pizza. And honestly, it was the best job that I have ever had. Started working there when I was 16 and stayed there until I was, I think, 21, going to university. I ended up becoming the manager there and kind of worked my way up. But just the people and the environment, it was so much fun going to work. I went to work early every time just because the people were awesome. It was just really fun. And certainly, though the environment taught me a lot, kind of about hard work and you know, adversity when you're faced with a long list of pizzas you've got to make, and you know, knocking out 100 pizzas in an hour definitely builds some character. So Domino's delivery driver was my first job, and loved it, every minute of it. The next one here is, why is there a place to dump liquids in your garage? Did you build it specifically for that usage? Yes, I did. I had the floor drains put in, you know, because I knew I was going to be detailing in here. But that being said, it is very common to see floor drains in garages, in heated garages here in Canada, or at least in Saskatchewan anyways. So when we're driving on slushy roads, the vehicles will come into the garage with all kinds of snow and, you know, whatever on them. You're in a heated garage, it all drips off, melts, and it has somewhere to go, basically. So they're extremely useful. They are 2-compartment drain pits though, so the water, you know, dirty water goes in one side, dirt settles out, water is allowed to transfer to the other side, and then you just got to clean out the pit every once in a while. It's actually a really, really hard song to play. So here's another one. Do you watch other detailers on YouTube, and who? So this is a bit of an interesting one. Back probably, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I did watch other YouTubers. I watched Pan the Organizer, you know, Larry from Ammo, who's absolutely insane. He does insane work. But it's never been something that I have really done very regularly. Back when, I guess earlier this year, you know, I started really putting more videos together and doing it on a consistent basis. I wanted to make sure that my content was 100% original, so I have not watched any other detailing videos on YouTube, probably for at least 6 or 7 months. So anything that you see is 100% my own, and I didn't want my my creative vision to be clouded by what I see other people do. Okay, so this next one's kind of a funny one. Can you explain the sign off to your video where you give the car back to the customers or talk about their reactions to your work, but then the car is back in your garage and you talk about the customer's reaction? Do you pre-film that portion, or do you tell your customers, hold on, I have to close out this video, pull the car back into the garage and sign off the video? So I've seen this question a few times down in the comments, and basically what happens is I film my after shots, then I film that outro portion. Sometimes I'm saying, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the customer's reaction, and that's only when I know and I've already talked to the customer beforehand and gotten their permission to film when they pick up. Yeah, basically I pre-film all that. No, I would never make a customer wait for me to close up my video and film something. That would be very unprofessional. So I do pre-film all that and then just edit it to look that way. Next one, so what is your dream car? Not a car, but a truck, and that's a Ford Raptor. I think those things look absolutely sick. They're so nice. So yeah, that's definitely the dream vehicle for sure. How many microfiber towels do you have, and how many do you use during a detail? So I have absolutely no idea how many I have, but what I will do is I'll go count them right now. So there's 74 here. I've got another at least 25 upstairs in the laundry right now. So call it 100. Now, as far as how many I use during a detail, that's going to depend a lot on obviously how dirty the vehicle is, but on the dirty ones, I'm probably going through, I'd say at least 30. Usually it's probably less than that, but yeah, probably 30 on a really dirty one. So what is your favorite part of detailing? So definitely most satisfying part would be pressure washing. I do really enjoy extracting carpets as well. And then honestly, just overall, the kind of the satisfaction that you get from turning a dirty vehicle and making it look brand new again, and really admiring your own work, that's definitely enjoyable. So I've seen this question a few times. So why not clean the inside first, then the outside? So basically, why do I do the exterior before the interior? Honestly, it's the only way that makes sense to me. So generally with detailing, you want to work from the dirtiest to the cleanest. Generally speaking, the outside of the vehicle's dirtier. Vehicles are usually caked in mud, caked in dirt up here. So I like to get those done, the exterior done first. So because when you wash a vehicle or pressure wash, the door jambs always get wet. So if I were starting on the inside, and let's say I do the inside and then do the door jambs as well, because those are part of the interior. If I have clean door jambs and then go wash the exterior, those door jambs are getting wet again. Not to mention that because I'm in and out of vehicles so many times when I'm doing the interior, that if the door handles were still dirty and the exterior of the car was still dirty, I would be, touching dirty door handles, getting dirt all over my fingers, potentially scratching the paint, or potentially even accidentally brushing up against the vehicle. It just makes sense. Not that there's a right or wrong way to detail a vehicle. I mean, it works for some people to do the interior first, but I've always done exterior first, and to me, it just makes the most sense. So next question here is, have you ever done detailing at a car dealership? The answer is no, I haven't. I know a lot of people do start and kind of get into detailing after working at a car dealership, but no, I have never worked there. Do you ever listen to music while you work? If so, what do you normally listen to? The answer is yes, I am always listening to music. I have a whole house audio system here, so I've got, in-ceiling speakers out here in the garage, so I've always got music playing while I'm detailing. Usually, I'd say it's usually country. I do listen to, a little bit of pop, like Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, but yeah, usually country. How tall are you? You seem to have no problem reaching spots while standing on flat ground. So I'm 6'1", but I do have long arms, so that probably helps a bit. Are there any days that you're just like, I don't want to wash today, and what motivates you? So yes, definitely there are a lot of days that I wake up, I'm tired, and I don't really want to do the detail I've got scheduled for the day, but honestly, once I get started on it, a few minutes in, I'm quite motivated, I'm into it, and those feelings kind of just go away pretty quick. So next one, when did you first listen to Kenny Chesney, and which album is your favorite? I think I first started listening to him when I was 17. It's definitely one of my favorite country artists. Which album is your favorite? Probably Songs for the Saints, just that island vibe. a vacuum in the wall. Okay, so I have a garage tour video I've done. It's on the main channel. I'll link it here if I can, and go check that out. Kind of explains everything, how it all works. Basically, they are fairly common here in Canada. But I guess not everywhere in the world or even in the States has central vacs. So yeah. So next one here is, why do you only upload videos on Fridays? Basically, I just kind of picked the day of the week, and I only have time to make one of those videos every week. Just the amount of time between detailing and actually producing the video just takes too long. I would never be able to do 2 a week. So yeah, keep it consistent. You guys always know when the video drops. Every Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, new video. So next one here is, what is the longest detail you have done? The blue old Chevy Silverado, that disaster detail, posted a couple of weeks ago. I think it was about 15 hours, but it was over the course of 3 days. So yeah, that's definitely the longest detail, longest I've had a vehicle before. So besides detailing, what other hobbies do you have? So photography, videography, play guitar. I also curl competitively. Curling's big up here in Canada. I've been doing that since I was 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of time for anything else. But have you ever been to Arizona? Yes, I have. I was there back in April, and it's really nice there. How do you wash the cars without getting water all over you? I don't. I usually get soaked. I don't know if you can see that in the videos, but yeah, I get sprayed lots. How long does editing take? So for me anyways, because I'm a perfectionist, I am literally trying to make every video better than the last. It takes me probably anywhere from 10 to 15 hours. But that's the entire process from kind of start to actually having the video up on YouTube. There's, thumbnail design and filming the voiceovers and stuff. It takes me a long time. Do you ever do extra services free of charge? For example, if a car's carpets are filthy, but the customer didn't pay to have them shampooed, do you shampoo them anyway? I've done it a couple times. I think that frozen truck detail, I know there was a few sections of that carpet that were pretty bad, and I don't know, I couldn't give the vehicle back to the customer looking like that. So yes, occasionally I do. I don't know, I guess I'm just nice. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Pizza. Love pizza. Where do you park your car? So my vehicle is always parked around the corner. That way I'm not parking in front of my neighbor's house. Don't really want to impact them when I'm detailing. So yeah, I park around the corner on a side street. What's your favorite song to play on guitar? Oh, favorite song? Probably one of the first ones that first real songs that I learned is Lenny by Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's an absolutely awesome song. So yeah, it goes like this. Okay, next one here. So do you ever feel frustrated when you take all the time to detail a vehicle knowing it's just going to get trashed again? No, because they're paying me. Although I would probably feel pretty choked if the same vehicle came back 3 months later looking the same, but no. How many dogs do you own? If any, what are their names? I don't own any dogs. Growing up, had a dog, a little short-haired wiener dog. He has since passed, but yeah, don't have any dogs. What is your favorite type of cereal? Oh, Fruit Loops for sure. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a close second, but definitely Fruit Loops. Are you going to approach your neighbors about detailing their car so your subscribers will stop bugging you about it? I think he's referring to that Ford Edge that's across the street. No, I'm not going to approach them. I don't know if they watch my videos or not. I am friends with them, but I don't know if they watch the videos, though I have seen a lot of you comment about how dirty that car is getting. Yeah, it's filthy and it's getting dirtier by the week. So always wondered why you start with carpets first and work your way up. Shouldn't you always clean top to bottom? I get this question a little bit. So basically, the reason that I start with carpets first is because when I agitate with the drill brush, the solution can kind of fly like all over the vehicle, all over the pedals. And if I clean the trim and the pedals first, I'd have to re-clean them. So start at the bottom, get the carpets done, and then clean the mess up after that. Is your water bill really high? No, it's not. Surprisingly, water's pretty cheap here. How many times do you get sprayed in the face when you clean a car? Depends on the car, but a few. Back in the summer, I detailed a Lexus RX 350. That was the absolute worst car for spray back that I've ever pressure washed before. I was absolutely soaked after that one. Apple or Android? Apple. Do you ever lose screws or bolts when you take out seats for vacuuming? No, I haven't. I'm very careful, you know, to put them somewhere safe. Definitely worried about losing that, but I think a couple of vehicles ago on that white Silverado, I lost the license plate screws. No idea where they went, still haven't found them. Luckily I actually had a set of new ones from my truck, and so put those on, so it was safe. Have you ever had a customer unsatisfied with your work? No, thankfully. Hopefully never do. Have you ruined any Apple Watches during your detailing career? No. So this is actually a Fitbit Versa, and you guys see I wear it all the time. It takes a beating and keeps on going. What is your name? My name is Mitch. What cartoon did you grow up watching? Flintstones, OG Flintstones. That was absolutely the best show. I used to watch it every single day at lunch when I came home from school for lunch. Yeah, love that show. So what's your favorite candy? I love candy. Probably Sour Patch Kids, Hot Tamales, Blue Feet. Yeah, love candy, way too much. Are you sponsored by the tool companies that you use? And do you have any sponsors? Would you ever consider sponsorships from any of the products you'd love to use? So I'm not sponsored by any of the companies, anybody. Basically the reason for that is I watch a lot of YouTube, I watch other YouTubers, and I see the sponsorships and the paid promotions that go on, you know, around YouTube, and I don't know, I guess I'm kind of from the camp that I don't mind it, but it's just never been something that I've wanted to do or have on the channel. Now, not to say, I mean, things could change in the future, but no, I'm not sponsored by anybody, and yeah, that's kind of just my stance on it right now. So, all right, guys, and that's gonna do it for this Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I know I had a lot of fun making this video, so I will do another one of these probably a few months down the road, but make sure you're following me over on Instagram. That way you know when it happens, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you guys want to see more videos like this one. You know, business side of things, guitar videos, whatever, you name it. Let me know down in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see, and I'll do my best to make those for you. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and enjoy the guitar outro.